So in this video, we're going to cover 6 things to do in order to overcome any adversity. First, I really want you to imagine that you have decided to go after your dream, right? Maybe it's being financially independent, being financially free, being free from the job, let's say. You want to be free from the office politics and free from feeling like you're just existing. And now you're ready to create your own economy. And you're going to do this at the best level of awareness that you have at the present time. And you will find yourself facing a whole new set of problems to solve, right? No longer is it, I just feel like I'm just existing and I've got to deal with these people are not having enough income or whatever. It's just a whole new set of problems on this transformative journey of yours. One of my mentors, Bob Proctor, has said several times that when you're going after big visions and big goals, you will attract big problems. Now, the term big is relative, okay? So what may be big for someone may seem like small potatoes for another. But you get what I'm saying, right? And why does this happen? Is this some sort of cruel joke from the universe and worse, yet a mean lesson from God? I would say no. When we face adversity, does it mean that we made the wrong decision? Like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Or maybe success isn't meant for me? I would say no. All adversity is, it's there to build you in character. And what is very important for you to do is step up to the plate and choose that no matter how hard this seems right now, this is going to make me. This will not break me. This is going to make me. So how do we overcome any adversity? Here are 6 points. Number 1, choose the attitude, this is serving me. Even when it feels like it just purely sucks at the time, choose the attitude, this is serving me right now. Have you ever heard of the phrase, this is all working for me? By doing so, you're harnessing your power of perception. Remember how we talked about the higher mental tools. You are choosing to look at this situation from this angle, and it's one that will empower you versus leaving you feeling like a victim and giving your power away through self-pity and blaming others for your situation. Point number 2, create the picture of the end result you want to manifest using your higher mental power of imagination and focus your mind on that end result despite what is happening. This will take awareness and this will take discipline. Wallace D. Wattles, the author of The Science of Getting Rich, had said that thinking despite unwanted circumstances is, quote, one of the hardest things to do, end of quote. And it really is, especially if you're being emotionally triggered by the adversity. This is a skill and it takes mindfulness. It takes awareness, which brings me to my next point. Point number 3 is come to emotional neutrality. If the adversity you're experiencing is triggering you emotionally, before you can direct your thoughts and feelings in the direction of the end result you want, you got to get to an emotionally neutral state. You may know what it's like to have your emotions take on a life of its own and actually influence your thoughts. We typically think that thoughts will dictate what we feel 100% of the time, but the truth is, it can actually be the other way around. Being emotionally triggered may catch you off guard. You may think, why am I feeling this way? I've been so positive all this time. And this flood of negative feelings, I feel like they're out of control or surfacing, and it seems like it's coming from left field. There could be thoughts of not feeling good enough, maybe the thoughts of feeling helpless or embarrassed or humiliated or just overwhelmed. But what this is telling you is that there are limiting beliefs you have about yourself that are so hidden in your subconscious and unconscious mind, and now they are surfacing. The experience is actually triggering these wounds within you up to the conscious level of awareness. It may seem unfortunate, but I would encourage you to look at it from a bigger picture and a bigger perspective. Now, this hidden part of you is being revealed, and you get to heal this part of yourself. The healing of emotional triggers is covered in another video. Number 4, seek help from others who have faced similar challenges you're currently facing. This most likely means not asking friends and family for advice. They are not the best ones to ask. Remember, the best advice will come from those who have experienced what you are currently experiencing and have achieved what you want to achieve. You're doing this to get a clearer vision on the situation and to get answers. Advice from the Latin word ad means toward, and fidere means the vision. So you can also bring your problems or challenges to a mastermind group. That's a great place to get advice. Know that you don't have to try to solve the situation all on your own. Seek help. And number 5 is discover the new identity you're evolving into. This is going to be massive. This is going to be hugely empowering for you. Think about this, okay? Remember that fire, sometimes we feel like we're being brought through the fire, through adversity, but remember that the fire burns the wood and strengthens the steel. So maybe all these years you've been the wood, and now it's time to become the person of steel. I hope you like that metaphor, okay? So this is related to the previous point on harvesting from the experience. There's a coming to God moment when this occurs, because we realize when we take full responsibility, the results don't just happen, right? The results that we manifest are due to a sequence of decisions and choices that we've made, whether consciously or unconsciously. And if there's an experience that is very challenging, we want to explore who have I been acting that has brought this challenge to me? Because it was in that identity that I have been saying certain things yes to, right? I've been saying yes to certain things that I now realize no longer serve me. And what I've been saying no to certain things that would have served me would have most likely prevented this unfortunate situation, this challenge that I'm experiencing right now from happening. So this is a great opportunity to discover the new you who is making new choices and new decisions that will bring about better results in the future. And it requires actually a new identity. And number 6 is focus only on solutions. We all naturally can move our mind towards how things can go wrong and begin to see the worst case scenario play out in our imaginations. This is a big part of our minds wired for survival. But because we are truly a more evolved species, we're no longer before saber-toothed tigers and all of that. It is very possible to bypass this. So I would recommend 2 things. First, begin to list down only solutions that will take care of the challenge that you are facing. Understand that worrying and being fearful of the worst case scenario is taking away your energy from only focusing on solutions-based thinking. So as you come up with these solutions, act on them immediately. Did you know, fun fact, that psychologists have figured out that for every problem, there are 30 solutions? Did you know that? The second thing I would recommend has to do with facing the fear itself. And it goes something like this. On a sheet of paper, write down all the possible things that can go wrong during this challenging time. 1 negative possibility for each line on the sheet of paper. Then for each negative possibility, write an intelligent action that you would take should it happen. You will find that you're more than capable of handling it. I really hope that you found these tips helpful. Comment below and tell me what you have done in the past to overcome adversity. I would love to know. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you feel would benefit from learning this information. And I'll see you in the next video.